Okay guys, this is going to be one of my shorter videos, but here we go. I will be using 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a half teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 beef bouillon cube. You could also use salt to taste. A half teaspoon of salt is a good place to start for a pound of ground beef, but I am using beef bouillon. Now, if you're using this taco seasoning in chicken breast or shredded chicken, then go for chicken bouillon, or again, use salt. It's up to you, but I am going with beef bouillon today. I like the flavor. Okay, so I'm going to get right to it. I have a preheated pan here, and I am just going to brown 1 pound of lean ground beef. I'm using a 90-10 ratio, so I'm not even going to drain the fat, because I think if I do that, I might drain some of the natural juices that the meat gives off. So again, up to you. If you do use a higher ratio of fat, you probably want to drain it, but I'm going to leave it in today. So I'm just going to break up the meat, brown it, and then I'm going to add my seasoning. My son requested crunchy tacos, so that's what we are having tonight with this taco meat. You could also use the meat of your choice, ground turkey, shredded chicken. By the way, I always have a little company when I'm cooking dinner. Thank you. Okay, so my meat is still browning, but I am going to break apart that bouillon cube that I'm using. Again, when you are doing your taco meat, if you don't want to use bouillon, you can just use salt. Or you could also use seasoning salt. Basically, this beef bouillon has a lot of sodium in it, so I'm not adding any salt. Okay, so now that that is all mixed in, I'm going to add my other seasonings. And I always like to mention that you can change the ratio of these seasonings to your liking. I just like this combination because, I don't know, I've always used it and I like the way it tastes. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and mix everything in and continue to cook the beef. Okay, so at this point, my meat is completely cooked. Everything is combined well. So now I'm going to add around a half cup of water. And I am going to let this come up to, I guess, a boil. It's not a lot of water, but basically the meat is going to start simmering. Then I am going to cover with a lid and allow it to simmer on a low heat. I'm going to turn my heat to a low setting and allow it to simmer with a lid on for around 10 to 15 minutes. This will just give everything time to just make sure everything is mixed well and the seasonings and spices married together. And then after that, we are ready for tacos. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes and my meat is ready. As you can see, the water has reduced. You don't want your meat to be floating in water if you're making tacos with this, because then it'll just sog everything up. The water has reduced, and I'm just left with this delicious, tender, flavorful taco meat. So tonight we are having crunchy tacos. I certainly hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.